Darren Hardy, the editor of Success Magazine, said that, he interviews the most extraordinary people of our day. Oprah Winfrey, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. He even interviewed Steve Jobs, Howard Schultz of Starbucks. I mean, super achievers. And he said what he found in common. Out of all of these people, they had two traits. Number one, they are committed to continual learning. In other words, they don't think they've learned just enough to make it for the rest of their lives. They continually educate themselves. Number two, they all have clearly defined goals. Now that's what I really want to focus on today, specifically from my new book on Dream It, Pin It, Live It. Now this teaching is all about how to make vision boards work for you. Well, what is a vision board? A vision board is just simply a collage of pictures depicting your dreams on a simple board. That's it. Just a collage of images of your greatest desires, your aspirations, and your dreams. Well, why do vision boards work? Some people, I remember Oprah Winfrey years ago was urging viewers to start framing their future by making a vision board. Well, vision boards don't just simply work because you put pictures on a board. It's what it does to you. It's the clarity involved that causes you to get more focused, more determined, more disciplined than you've ever been before in your life to see those dreams fulfilled. Well, the thing I really want to focus on today is what I would call the power of the pen. There is such power in you writing your dreams and your goals. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain on paper. In my new book, I tell the story of a girl named Sarah Blakely. Listen to what she said. She said one day she had the courage to just start writing her dreams. She wrote, number one, I'm going to be self-employed. Number two, I'm going to invent a product that I can sell to a lot of people. Number three, I'm going to create a business that would be able to fund itself. Well, today, Sarah Blakely, the creator of Spanx, is a multi-millionaire. Sort of glad she invented it, aren't you? But she had the power to write her dreams, to write her goals. Now, I want to read to you a very famous study. This is from Harvard University, 1979, their MBA program. They did research. Graduate students were asked this question. They said, do you have clear written goals for your future? 3% said they did. They had all of their goals in writing. 13% said we have some goals, but we've never written them down. Now, this is out of 1,000 students. 84% said I have no goals. They hadn't identified any goals for their future. 10 years later, the same graduating class was interviewed and discovered that the 3% who had written goals were earning, on average, they said, 20 times as much as the 97% of the class combined. The power of the pen. Take the time to write your goals. I was reading a story about a guy named H.L. Hunt. He's the guy who, the TV show Dallas was based on perceptions of this man. In fact, the character J.R. Ewing was all based around this man, H.L. Hunt. He went from a bankrupt cotton farmer to a multi-billionaire. So they asked him in an interview, what do you consider to be most important to be successful? He said only two things are required. Number one, decide exactly what you want. Number two, determine what price you're willing to pay to get it. So think about that. Decide exactly what you want. So what I'm asking you to do is start identifying your desires. Do you want to be debt-free? Do you want to be a missionary? Do you want to adopt a child? Do you want to own a hair salon? Do you want to open a daycare? Do you want to have your own business? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to pay your house off? What are some of your desires that you need to just start identifying? And the thing is, just get started. You might be writing things like, I want to have a speedboat. I want to make $100,000. I want to go to Paris. A lot of times we just start writing things that are just fun, adventurous things like, I want to go skydiving. I want to snorkel. I want to swim with the dolphins. I want to go to the top of the Eiffel Tower. That's good. Just get started. Just start writing what's in your heart. Just as big as you can and as small as you can. The point is, get started. Give yourself the permission to just write whatever you want. Sometimes people will say to me when I do Q&As at events, they'll say, well, how do I know if what I'm writing is really what God wants me to write? Or how do I know if these dreams are really from God? Well, let me just remind you that God gives you the desires of your heart. And, I read somewhere where that word desire, the Latin form of that word means from the Father. The thing that's unique is the desires you have, they're unique to you. You have different desires than I have. So don't just disregard them as, oh, it can't be God that I want to do that, because it's not a spiritual thing. God gives you the desires of your heart, and you don't know what it could lead to. I remember when I just had a desire to study French. Well, that doesn't sound real spiritual. I just thought the language is pretty. So I began to study the language. Had no idea it would lead to a ministry and outreach in the nation of France. So just start writing, write as big as you can, write as small as you can. And here's the thing. As you begin writing your dreams, your desires, just fun things you want to do, the more you write, the more you get in touch with what you really want. You may even start writing things like, I want to go on a mission trip to South Africa. I want to, I want to give $10,000 to help rescue girls from human trafficking. Or I want to volunteer at a women's shelter. I want to adopt children. You will get more in touch with your true desires the more you just start writing. So if you're thinking, what I'm writing is so frivolous, God can't be interested in me getting a Louis Vuitton purse, just start writing. Now, the next thing I want to challenge you to do, yes, I want you to dream as big as you can. Go ahead and write down you want that big salary, you want the house on the beach, or whatever it is. Write as big as you can. But I also want to challenge you to imagine that it's New Year's Eve, either this year or let's say 12, 18 months, give yourself plenty of time. But imagine it's New Year's Eve and you look back over the year and you say to your friends, you say to your family, this has been the most amazing year of my life. Now, what would need to happen for you to say that? What would need to happen for you to say, this tops all other years? This was the year my goals came to pass. Now, whatever you think of, write it down. Take the time to write it down, and I want to challenge you to write your top 10 goals. Just start narrowing down that massive list of fun things you're writing and write your top 10 goals. Now, I don't have time to go into the whole teaching right now, but I teach you how there's a right way and there's a wrong way to write your goals. I want you to just get started. If you want more teaching on it, get the new book, get the whole kit on the vision board, but I'll teach you the right way to write your goals that keep you more focused, that have a 50% chance of actually happening so you don't set yourself up to fail. I don't want you to write goals that are all so massive that you come to the end of the year and you say, that Terry girl stinks, she lied. I want you to learn the right way to set goals, but for now, I'm challenging you to get a pen, get some paper, and give yourself permission to dream. Also, start putting those images on a vision board. After you write your goals, get images to match those goals. Something powerful happens when you actually see your dream because you think in pictures. You don't just think in words, you think in images. So once you write your top 10 goals, get images to match those goals. I wish I could teach you more. We'll talk about this in some other videos, but I'm challenging you to get started. And if you're enjoying these podcasts, please subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends so you can all start achieving your dreams together. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to helping you fulfill your dreams and achieve all the goals that God has put in your heart. I'll see you next time.